This is the War Brief Daily for June 18th, 2026, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Tonight we're tracking 4 confirmed developments: a Russian overnight drone barrage that cut power across 4 oblasts, a G7 joint statement with a major economic escalation that most outlets buried, confirmed IEA data showing Ukraine's strike campaign is breaking Russia's oil production, and a frontline update, including a documented Russian AI deception operation now in its 3rd consecutive cycle. First, the Russian overnight drone strike. This is confirmed. Overnight on June 16 into 17, Russian forces launched 119 strike drones, Shahed, Gerbera, and Idelmas attack drones, plus Parodia-type decoys from 5 launch directions, including Bryansk, Kursk, Milarovo in Rostov Oblast, and occupied Crimea. Ukraine's Air Force downed 97 of the 119. 20 broke through, striking 11 confirmed locations. Ukraine's largest energy company, DTEK, confirmed a direct hit on an energy facility in Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, cutting power to more than 19,400 consumers. Outages spread across Donetsk, Zaporizhia, Kharkiv, and Chernihiv oblasts. Worth noting, this was a lower volume night. Recent Russian packages have exceeded 270 drones per cycle. Second, the G7 statement and an economic escalation most coverage missed. The G7 issued a formal joint statement on June 17, committing to increased deliveries of air defense systems, interceptors, and long-range capabilities for Ukraine. But here's what was buried: the United States sanctions waiver for Russian crude oil on vessels at sea expired on June 17, and Washington did not renew it. Russia currently has approximately 120 million barrels stockpiled on vessels at sea, a 25% increase from April alone. That non-renewal is an immediate, concrete squeeze on Russia's export capacity. On weapons production, the G7 said it is ready to consider licensing Ukraine to produce air defense systems, possibly including Patriot interceptors, inside Ukraine itself. A diplomatic source suggested agreement may be near, but a G7 official told Suspilne the U.S. has not yet made a final decision. Treat the licensing specifics as still emerging. Third, Russia's oil production crisis is confirmed and deepening. The IEA's June 2026 oil market report, published today, shows Russian crude production in May fell to 8.7 million barrels per day, 10% below Russia's own target. On the domestic side, 53 of Russia's 89 federal subjects are now restricting civilian gasoline sales. In 18 of those regions, drivers are capped at 50 liters, roughly 13 gallons per visit. Ukraine's sustained refinery strike campaign is confirmed to be degrading Russia's economic war machine at a meaningful scale. Fourth, the front. ISW's June 17 assessment is clear. No confirmed territorial changes in either direction. The line is broadly static. What is confirmed and significant is that Russia has escalated its AI cognitive warfare campaign for the 3rd straight cycle. The Russian Ministry of Defense claimed its forces seized 61 buildings in Lyman and 96 buildings in Kostiantynivka between June 16 and 17. ISW assessed the accompanying footage as likely AI altered, a documented Kremlin template for fabricating battlefield wins that haven't happened. Ukrainian 19th Army Corps Commander Brigadier General Bakulin confirmed that only 93 to 153 Russian service members are actually operating inside Kostiantynivka. On the Ukrainian side, confirmed strikes hit Russian command posts, ammunition depots, and drone control points in occupied Donetsk and Zaporizhia. Ukraine also struck 2 bridges in Kherson Oblast in Crimea, disrupting Russian logistics, and hit the sanctioned Shadow Fleet tanker Fina A in the Black Sea, part of a systematic interdiction campaign across Crimean supply routes. One contested item to flag. Russia and Belarus are claiming Ukraine struck a bus carrying a Belarusian children's soccer team in Bryansk Oblast on June 17, killing 1 and injuring 6. Ukraine's general staff categorically denied conducting any drone operations in Bryansk at that time. ISW assessed this as a likely Russian information operation designed to justify escalated attacks on Ukraine and draw Belarus deeper into the conflict framing. We are treating this claim as unconfirmed. Watch for final overnight Ukrainian Air Force intercept figures. ISW's June 18 frontline assessment for any movement near Lyman or Kostiantynivka. A formal U.S. decision on Patriot interceptor licensing, and any Russian response to the sanctions waiver expiration. That's your War Brief Daily for June 18th, 2026.